All right, we're going to do graphs in DataWrapper, and I'm going to flip this or transpose it so that I have the counties across the top and the dates along the bottom. A little easier to graph this way and helpful in some ways. So again, I just want to do Alabama because it will run quicker that way and we don't have big upload times. So again, I'm going to select here and cancel. Let me go to the province or state here, and I'm going to unclick everything and then click on Alabama, and there we go. Now in K, I'm going to hold it down and do end over and end down, and then Control C, which is going to get all of those Alabama ones. And then I'm going to come over to a new sheet, and I'm going to go to Paste, Special, Transpose, and Values, and OK. All right, so this is going to slowly copy over all of our values, and you're going to see out of Alabama and unassigned over here. Since we didn't put those on the other, we're going to go ahead and delete those. And then what I'd like to do, as you see, there are a lot here that have virtually none, and I'm just going to slide down until I start seeing some. So roughly we're going to go back to our 317, and we're going to slide up here. And we could have filtered these, but I'm just going to right click and delete them. And so here we have roughly the days from when we had no cases in Alabama to they started off in Calhoun. There were probably cases there before. But so now we have our data set here that we'd like to use. And what I want to do is I want to sort this by which ones were the most prevalent by the end. Where are the real hot spots? Yeah, there's some. It's all over the place, and I don't know that. So I'm just going to select everything here with a Control A. And then I'm going to go to Data, and I'm going to sort, but I'm going to change the options, so I'm going left to right. And I'm going to say OK, but then I'm going to stop and back out because I have the date here, and I want that to stay where it is. So my Control A was a little bit of a problem, so I'm going to cancel out of that and reselect only B and all of the dates. Okay, so now when I do my sort, again, it's going to be left to right, and I'm going to say OK, and then I'm just going to sort by row 50, which is the last row, and I want to go Z to A. I want largest to smallest, and it says sort anything that looks like a number is a number. All right, and so we see Mobile and Jefferson County. So these are the counties. So now they're sorted by that, so when they come up, I could select top 10 or top 5 for putting into DataWrapper. So I have my dates and I have my counts here. And so we're going to take this whole sheet and we're going to go to a new sheet. And I'm going to save this as a CSV again, comma, separated value. Got to change it or can't just rename it. So again, we're going to do Alabama Corona by date, so we don't confuse it with something else. Okay, and I'm going to go to DataWrapper, and I'm going to go to a new chart. Okay, and I'm going to upload Excel CSV. and I have by date. All right, I should have renamed that date, but we should be able to go ahead here. This looks good. Those are all numbers. I should be able to proceed. All right, and as you can see, this isn't a very good visualization because there's way too many counties to visualize on one graph. And so I'm going to go back and to my and only select the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counties, delete everything else. Click Save. Go back to upload my data. All right, that looks a little better. All right, so that's awesome. We can see it there. And then that's Corona cases growth in Alabama. And proceed. And proceed. And you should put your byline stuff in here. I'm not going to, because this is just a temporary. All right. So now we can go ahead and publish it. And you'll see there'll be a URL here. And we're going to need that URL for other things we're doing. So I'm going to click it and copy it. Well, we'll come back to that. So you can click that and copy it and send it to somebody, and they can go on it, and you can see here the nice sliders, etc. So we now have our growth graph, nice growth graph and we see Jefferson and Mobile are the areas that are taken off. Montgomery, Marshall, etc. The rest of Alabama is not doing much. But as expected in the big cities, we have our growth. So that's the creation of our chart, and we will very soon put these in a website so people could view and download the data. But that's the next lesson.